Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Well, I found this branch this morning on my walk, and I think it's all we'll need to make a bow drill friction fire using the Victorinox Fieldmaster. Check it out. This right here can be the bow. This would be the end of the bow. And then the top end where the bowstring goes can go around that fork. And look at how straight that small spindle is. That's what I'll use for a spindle. Usually I don't use a little diameter like that, which looks like it's only about 7/16, because the spindle will want to just drill right through the fireboard without making enough heat to ignite the dust. But we're going to try that. So that's going to be our spindle. Down below the bow, we'll use part of that for a fireboard. So I think it'll work. All right, this is all we're going to need today. Little Victorinox Fieldmaster and the lanyard for the bowstring. Let's get started. This is a cobra weave. It's very easy to unweave it, deploy it. All right, got 2 feet of paracord. Let's go ahead and start with a bow first. This will be our handle down at the bottom, so I'll cut it off here and cut it off at this Y. I think I'll make a slot for this to go down into, right across here. All right, I think I got it wide enough, and I've got it sawn at a little bit of an angle. Did you see that? Let me show you again. I'll come down through this slot. Come around at one time and then come back through the slot. And that'll hold it. That's all we need. All right. And let's work on the fireboard. All right, we'll figure out where this sits the flattest. We've got to take a hump off here and a hump off here, and that'll be the bottom of our fireboard. That's pretty good. Now, I'll put my foot right here. So let's go ahead and use this right here for the, just flatten out this small area right here. I'm gonna save as much of these shavings as the wind will allow me, because we'll be using that to burn also. Let's go ahead, like I say, my foot will go right here. So let's go ahead and make a divot right here. All right, now let's cut our spindle off, our little tiny diameter spindle, cut it off. And I have some fatwood that we'll use for the bearing block. I'm just coming down about 1/4 of an inch, making facets all the way around. Then coming up from there, 1/8 inch, facets all the way around. Then up from there, 1/16 inch, facets all the way around, and that gives me the shape that I'm looking for. Then just look it over really well and try to true it up. Try to make everything as symmetrical as possible. Here's some fatwood that I've split up. I've been laying out here in the grass. This was like the base of a branch. Not sure how it was put together. But anyways, I quartered it up. Makes great bow drill bearing blocks. Let's just go ahead and use this. You have to be careful on these knives because that blade does not lock in place. So be careful about the pressure that you put on that. All right. There's our crooked spindle. I think it'll be all right though. There's our bearing block. And here we go on the fireboard, ready for a burn-in. What else do we need to think about? See if our bowstring has got enough slack in it to put our spindle in. All right, let's loosen it up by a 1/2 inch. About right there. That loose enough now? Yeah. That's gonna be great right there. Let's go get set up on the ground and we'll give it a try. I put some shavings and some leaves down in the bottom of the hobo stove. Got my pine needles ready to go. This is the leftover branch. Not sure what this is, probably some kind of oak. Better line up some punkwood just in case we run into some problems. There's plenty of punkwood on the ground here. Let me look. There's some good punkwood. We'll just use that if we have to. All right, let's go for the burn-in. All right. Mystery wood. On mystery wood, we made out of that mystery wood, we also made the bow. I had some fatwood on hand for a bearing block, and we'll use pine needles for a tinder bundle. And we do have some shavings off the mystery wood in the hobo stove, and then some drops that came off the mystery wood. Let's go for a burn-in. All right, it's starting to drift over this way, but I'll cut a big notch in this end right here, which will make it want to come back towards the notch. I'll be right back and show you a close-up of the notch. All right. You got to be careful not to let that spindle pop out that great big wide notch right there. And you never want a fireboard that is that thick. But I don't really want to do anything else to it. Let's see if we can make this work, and we could tweak it if this doesn't work. I'm gonna reuse this dust right here. I don't want this to lean to the back more, so let's just put this under it. Try to make it lean to the front. Let's see what that looks like. That's better. And I'm gonna go ahead and shape that tip up to make it symmetrically round around the edges there. Hold on. looks better. Looks pretty good. There's our bearing block, and with a drop of sweat on it. And we use half the thickness of that fireboard. And we have a big, fat ember. I just found this screw and it looks like it's coalesced, and it is. You see how it's sticking together? That's a good thing. Good. Good, good, good. We'll make it bigger. How about that? Guess we'll leave that there, showcasing the Fieldmaster. It's a great knife, about $35 on, well, $35 to $40 on Amazon. There we go. Put some of our drops on there. All right, y'all. That was a fun experiment. 2 hours ago, we picked that branch up. So it had moisture in it, and I don't like to use a small diameter spindle, but in this instance, it worked out beautifully, didn't it? We couldn't have asked for anything to work any better than this did, so this was a great practice session. Nice little short bow too, ain't it? Worked out really well. All right, y'all. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.